Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here I go again. I'm doing another stream because I can. Because I want to. Because I want to show off the rest of my levels. I'm probably not going to show them off all at once right now, but I'm going to show off a bunch of them. And I have to... The way I do streams is there's just a straight up stream option in the recording program I use, so I have to quickly jump to YouTube in order to put the title in and everything. That's what I'm doing now. It's LittleBigPlanet... What the hell did I call it? Custom Levels, I think? Custom Levels. Spiderman. There we go. Now the public will enjoy that. Good. Okay. So I gotta refresh the page. And it did not work. I'm a little upset. Oh, there it is. I'm just an idiot. There it is. Now it's working. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Fantastic. Alright. So, I'm going to show off some more of my levels. That'll be really fun. First one I'm going to do is Sonic Adventure 2 City Escape, and I actually made a sack bot so you can play as Sonic the Hedgehog. You can homing attack, you can spin dash, both forward, backwards. Homing attack and spin dash, both forward and backwards, which is pretty cool stuff. Actually, I forgot how to do that. Maybe you... I don't know, I messed with the game a bit at one point. So I have to figure out... Holy shit. I have to figure out the controls again. Square is the spin dash. Circle spin dash is the other way. Triangle is the homing attack. I didn't edit it? I'm a bit confused. I'm pretty sure I tweaked this. I definitely tweaked this. So you know what? Maybe it is. Let me go back to my pod. If I tweaked it, it's probably on my moon. In LittleBigPlanet, the Earth is when you publish your levels. So if it's not working there, it's probably in my level creator section. Can I check? I don't like how you can't check when the last time you published it is. That says R2 and L2 to boost. What the hell was that? Ah, Eddie, you're a fun guy. I got your notification on my phone. Thank you. Let me like that. So let me see. Wait a second. No. It took me to... Oh, I was gonna say hit publish. That would have been bad. Okay. Let's play it. I guess I changed the homing attacks to circle and triangle. I guess I'm a little confused. No, you're not allowed to join me. Oh god. Okay. Circle. Triangle is homing attack left. Circle is homing attack right. Holy crap. Okay, so I can boost forward by holding the right trigger. Oh, isn't that fun? Okay. Yeah. By just holding left and right on the right stick, I will spin dash. Let's call this. That's what it's supposed to be. So I did edit it, but it still looks a bit unfinished. There's no blue light when you... That's alright. We'll play it anyway. So let's start over. Let's try this again. Here we go. City Escape, my friends. Live and learn. It's great. You can actually grind in this. Look at that. I can only attack the enemy. He didn't blow up. I think they're normally supposed to blow up. Oh, okay. So you can still spin dash with square. I like that. unbreakable from behind. Yeah. So I'd probably have to work on the level more if I really wanted to. Pretty good. I'm pretty proud of what I've made. This was I don't want to say an early Sackbot, because I actually did make Sackbots before. Oh look! Let's Lightspeed Dash, huh? They're not rings, but that's alright. This part was always tough. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, no, alright. Try that one more time. This time it's gonna be really snazzy. You just wait and see. I wish there was like an actual Sonic tag. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong there, but I know I set it so that there was a homing attack, so it should be going after those, and it doesn't seem to be working. Oh, look at that. Video game perfection at its finest. Yeah, it looked like it worked there. Try it again. Oh shit, did I fuck up again? Jesus Christ. Alright, you know what? I'll just go to create mode. Actually, you know what? I can't even finish the level. That's how you know it's got problems. But let me at least show you. So this is how a Sackbot is made using circuit boards, and there's just layers and layers of this really, really complicated stuff. Obviously you go down the beginning. That you don't see that when you're playing, so ignore that. What's supposed to happen when you get to here is the homing attack will zoom you to this guy, and then this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy. But apparently it needs work. There's another rail. That electricity wall actually can't be seen when you're playing, but it prevents you from accidentally jumping down or up. And then the truck. The truck will chase you. And you'll just narrowly escape through the building and get to the goal ring here. And that's the Sonic level. I clearly did a bad job of representing it, but if anybody wants to try it, you can download it. What am I? I think I'm Blazer Like Soda on the PS3, so you can just add me, go to my LittleBigPlanet Moon. You can probably even just search me up. You don't even have to go there. Let me show you something else I did pretty cool. Spiderman! Now, unfortunately, this isn't an actual Spider-Man level. This is a level just made to show that I made a Spider-Man Sackbot. It's kind of hard to see what that thing says. But you can use your R1 to web swing. So you have the grappling hook, and you can just web swing anywhere you want in the air. Which I think is pretty awesome. And then R2 is wall climbing. Really? Oh, that's this. It puts tiny little bounce pads, and you have to rapidly press it. But that's my way of letting you climb walls, even though it's not really wall climbing. Or even try shooting some of the sticky stuff with the right analog stick. That's this. So this actually doesn't do anything normally. what I have it is set that has a certain tag color on it. And when it goes near a tag sensor, it'll make something happen. So example, we have these walls here. If I shoot it at the wall... Oh, well, okay. Not what I want to do. So here we go. Ready? Boom. Look at that. And I show the potential of what you can do with it. And here I just used it to make jump pads on the wall. That's neat. And then circle and triangle. Is it triangle? Yes, circle and triangle. They shoot out something that allows you to make objects get pulled towards you. So, example. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Goes both ways. And I thought I made it so that you could command a specific, let's say you just wanted the middle. But I'm not sure how to do that. It doesn't look like... Maybe I didn't and I'm just imagining it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess not. Although I thought you could. That's pretty cool. That's what I did with Spider-Man. In fact, you know what? Let me do... While I'm here, let me find... I'm sure I have a Spider-Man costume. Well, there's Deadpool. That's close enough, I guess. There he is. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Does whatever a spider can. And what's cool, too, is you can actually do this while web swinging. And I can make one of those things come towards me. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? That's cool stuff. So, unfortunately, I didn't make a Spider-Man level for this to go along with. But I knew people would want to be able to use it. And I knew I wanted to use it more than just this. So, I did the only rational thing that I could think of. And I made Spider-Man playable in City Escape. So we're going to go back to that Sonic level and instead play as Spider-Man. And that's going to be fun, huh? Let's try that. There it is, Spider-Man in City Escape. And I changed it a bit so it actually functions with all the web and stuff. It's like when you shoot the web at enemies, I think it destroys them, if I remember correctly. And you can play it however you want. You could still start with the board here in the beginning. That's right. I customized the track to sound like funky Spider-Man music. Look at that. Yeah, destroyed. Yeah, that's so cool. Of course, you don't go super fast. But it's not about going super fast. It's about being Spider-Man. That guy, I guess you don't get. Yeah, look at that. Spidey. Now we should be able to get to the end of the level. Oh god. Oh, okay. I do not have the grappling hook now, so I think we can still get to the end of the level, but it's just not going to be nearly as fun. That sucks. Now let's try it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The cool part of the Spider-Man video is over. We're almost there. I can feel it. Ah, we actually can't progress because of this stupid... Alright then, that's the end of the Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. I don't think I have too many things like that. I know I have Crash Bandicoot stuff. I'm going to go over a lot of the things I have. I don't think I'm going to do literally everything. There's a few I want to save for their own videos. Like, I have some military stuff, and I have some prison break stuff. So for now, what this one will probably be is just all the random crap I've made. So let me go back to my Earth. And let's play some Crash Bandicoot. This is Insanity Beach. And then I actually made one where you can get the different costumes. And a fun map. You play and collect. Yeah, so you know what? Let me start with my recreation of Insanity Beach. And then we'll do the costumes, because that's a lot like that level, I believe. And then we'll do Ebenezer Von Clutch's Motor World, which is a map based off of Crash Tag Team Racing. I thought these were supposed to be bouncy. Okay, they kind of are. They're just not very fun to bounce on. Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to die there. That's right. And I made it so you can actually get Aku Aku to follow you around. God, this is awesome. Why didn't I make more levels like this? Ah, here's one that's nice. Ah, that didn't go nearly as good as I thought it would. There we go, got it. I thought about making a LittleBigPlanet machinima, but I wouldn't know what to do other than, hey, I'm making a LittleBigPlanet machinima. So instead I just decided, let me show off all my levels. People actually do make a lot of videos, and I know the one guy I know on YouTube who's just absolutely amazing at it. He's Epic LBP Time. Incredible. Just incredible LittleBigPlanet creator. Oh, I'm still Spider-Man. I didn't even realize. Let me see. Who do we got? Where's Crash? There he is. Whoa! It's time to get this turtle. I feel like the map looks a bit bland. Although it is, it's got that Crash feel, but it's definitely a bit bland. I always love this. I even made the teleporter thing at the end. I thought was really cool. And there's one more secret prize right there. So that's my remake of Insanity Beach. That's the very first level from the very first Crash Bandicoot. Wonderful series, by the way. Let me show an original level I made based around costumes I made for Crash Bandicoot. So for people who don't know, in LittleBigPlanet, costumes are a very big deal. Whether they're bought from the store, unlocked in story mode, or you steal them from people online, or you're given them from people. And unfortunately, if they have DLC in them, you can't use them. You need the DLC. But a lot of people like to trade costumes, make costumes together, different outfits, stuff like that. So a lot of levels are made around like, hey, Crash Bandicoot costumes, Crash Bandicoot costumes, Sonic costumes, Mario costumes, Sly Cooper, you know, all that stuff. And some people get creative and make it so you actually have to play through a level to get them, which I like, and I wanted to do that too. Oh man, that's a lot of costumes. And I don't think I want all of them. That's fake Crash right there. This is regular Crash. I don't know why he has a shirt on. That's Coco on the computer. Let me see if I can do this whole level without collecting any costumes. That's Crunch. And I put a decent amount of work into this. Who would have gone? Who would have gone? That is Papu Papu. I think we could just kill him by grabbing him. No. Okay, he just stands there, and the staff does its own thing. This is Kotaro Joe and Kotaro Mo, I think? Komodo Joe and Komodo Mo. Well, I collected 2 costumes, so we failed. Oh, shit. That's Ripperoo. No, that's Pinstripe Potaroo. Excuse me. I am dead. That is Tiny the Tiger. I love I could just drop a rock on him. That is, what is that, Dingo Dial? Yeah. Ah, Dingo Dial is dead. I killed him. Seems like a lot of times when I make these maps, I make cool things, but I don't bother to work out the kinks. That's Engine over there. And I'm dead. There we go. That is, you know what? That's Neo Cortex. Let's just real quick smack him off, huh? Go back up. I'm sure there's another prize. Yeah, to the left and to the right. Oh, crap. Well, that's the end right there, so I just gotta not screw up this time and get the rest of the costume. I mean, I don't want the costume, I guess. Oh, and there's Tawna. Ah! Alright, screw it. We're done. Let's go. No! Whee! Hey, buddy! How you been since Twinsanity, huh? Now I want to make a Twinsanity level where you have to drag Cortex through the whole thing. That might be fun. Maybe if you could swap between them, that'd be cool. There's a lot of cool ideas that would just take a lot of time to make, but they might be fun. And I guess I have the free time, but it's like, do I spend it making random levels in LittleBigPlanet and then stream them on YouTube, or do I spend it making actual freaking videos? Which I should be doing. I am working on a lot of machinima stuff. And writing for other people and making things with other people and for people and whatnot, but right now I'm doing this. We have a lot of fun stuff. Like, I know I have a spin-off for Smash Bullies that's coming out. Finally, I'm going to make Boot Camp 3. God, I forgot to say that I'm working on another Gears of Halo Theft Auto, which is a series by someone else that I picked up later on. I made a parody of. I made like a pseudo-sequel thing. And now I'm going to do a remaster, but it's not quite what you think. For those of you who don't know what Gears of Halo Theft Auto is, you guys have got to check it out. It's amazing. Von Clutch's Motor World! Great start. Von Clutch is a German auto engineer who makes vehicles and drives vehicles, and has his own theme park based around driving and shooting each other. Yeah. Go get all the gems! Schnell! Man, I went pretty in-depth with these costumes. They're not bad. I got Nina, Engine, Cortex, Coco, Crunch. God, what's her name? I forget. I want to say Sally, but that's not right. Paulina? I was about to say Palantina, but no. Hiddly hiddly ho! To the statue you must go! This way or that, fall down, you go splat, and everyone thinks you're a schmo. That's Willy Wampa Whip. I love Willy. Willy Wampa Whip. And that's one of the guards. Oh, and there's driving in Crash Tag Team Racing. Who would have figured? Except in mine, it's awful, because these aren't actual wheels. They're just rubber circles, and I just made the car move. Look at that lazy. I did it! I have finally created the ultimate racing robot. I shall call him Geary. No! That's right. Suck it. I blew up your robot. Geary, that's actually a reference. That's literally a character from Crash Nitro Kart. Crap, am I stuck? Oh my god! I can't get out. Why can't I get out? I'm gonna have to replay it. God damn it. Oh, what bothered me is I know a lot of times I say Nintendo rips off other companies, other games, and they totally do. People will deny that, saying, oh, they can't have an original idea, blah, 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 blah. But, one of the ones that they did is when Crash Nitro Kart came out, that did the whole gravity car racing thing exactly the way Mario Kart 8 did it. Like, 5 years? It came out early 2000s. So, like, 10 years before Mario Kart 8 did. And that always bothered me, because people seem to forget about that game, because Crash was no longer in the limelight, and then it's like, well, this happened already. If you want this type of game, you can get it. Okay, here. Let me get out there so I don't get stuck and blow up pieces. Fuck. That's right, I made the shark character. What always bothered me a little bit is the bosses. Ha ha ha, trolling. The bosses weren't playable in Crash Nitro Kart. You couldn't unlock them. You could in Crash Team Racing. You couldn't in Crash Nitro Kart. But you could in the Game Boy Advance version of Crash Nitro Kart. And I don't know why. You could actually also play as Spyro in that too, which is really cool. So, I want to say there's no definitive version for Crash Nitro Kart, because the Game Boy Advance effectively recreates the game just on weaker hardware. So you could say that's inferior, literally, because it's on inferior hardware. But it has more content, arguably. I just murdered those two men. Hey, I did it. Alright. I hope we get a remake both of Crash Team Racing and of Crash Nitro Kart. Even just a new Crash racing game. But I really, really loved Nitro Kart, and I really wish I could have played as the bosses. And you can with mods, right? But I don't know how to do that. And it's not the same as being like, oh crap, I unlocked the boss characters, you know what I mean? And you could actually put cheats in Crash Team Racing to get the boss characters. But I want that sense of you earn it, you know, you earn something really cool. And you got that. You got that in the Game Boy Advance version, but not in the PS2 version. Well, I should say the console version is supposed to handheld. It was also on GameCube and original Xbox. Crash Tag Team Racing was really fun. And Crash Team Racing was absolutely fun. That's arguably the best one still. There's only been 3 Crash Racing games. Just a lot, all things considered. I mean, he's a mascot. Sure, so he has mascot racers. Still 3 separate racing games, and they all have different mechanics too. They all did something unique. The first one was just regular racing. The second one involved team mechanics and gravity, messing with gravity. And the third game did team mechanics in a different way, where your vehicles literally fused together. And once you did that, one guy was on the turret, and you could still use items, but that game was like Double Dash. So if you want to compare the Crash racing games to Mario Kart, because people like to think Mario Kart is, you know, the only kart racer and the best kart racer. Crash Team Racing is like Mario Kart 64. Crash Nitro Kart is like Mario Kart 8. And Crash Team Racing, or excuse me, Crash Tag Team Racing is like Mario Kart Double Dash. And Sonic Team Racing is coming out. I feel like that's going to be a mix of the ideas of Crash Nitro Kart. And I don't mean the gravity aspect, I just mean that you'll have teams. I made some crazy stuff in the day here. Goodness, what am I even doing? Right, down, go down. close. I almost had this whole thing memorized. Unfortunately, I don't have the damn controls memorized. I could use it. There we go. Did I not make it? The end is up there. I guess I can't actually get to the end. Okay, that's, you know, that's fine. All right. Oh, it's fun, regardless. Let's do SpongeBob. I think I made 2 SpongeBob maps. Yeah, I made the Tree Dome, and I made SpongeBob map. Oh. Oh. Speaking of going back to Crash, I know the Insane Trilogy is a really, really good remake. It all uses the same engine. I just wish they would have done a little more with it. Because I know you can also play as Coco in some levels. I think it would have been great if you could play as her in all the levels. And I would have liked it if you could, let's say once you beat the original Crash Bandicoot, you got the moves from 2. Which is where you could slide, crawl, slam. I don't actually remember how many of those moves were in the original. But all the ones that were introduced in 2, I would like to be able to play as in 1. And there's probably mods for it, but I have it on the Xbox One, so I'm not going to be able to get that. And I know that might damage the core of the game, make it easier, but God, is that game hard anyway, so you might as well. And if it's a bonus for beating the game, does it really matter? You don't have to use it, maybe you can turn it on and off. I know in a re-release of the original 3 Sonic games on the Sega Saturn, they added the Spin Dash to Sonic 1, which wasn't a thing. And in a new re-release of Sonic 1, that's funny, you can ride Gary and he's super slow because he's a snail. What silly fun. I think if I use this, there's an Easter egg I could use. I say Easter egg, but a prize is what I meant. Down there. I forgot what I was saying. Crash. I was talking about Crash. Right? And then I said if the game is hard. I forgot. I just wanted those abilities to be in the game. I wanted a little more out of the Insane Trilogy, being as it was there. Oh, I was talking about Sonic. So the Insane Trilogy did a great job. I just wish they went a little bit further with it. And I know eventually they added 2 extra levels that were cut from the game, I believe. Or at least 1 was cut, and then they added another one. This is Patrick, by the way. Can't you tell? Isn't he a perfect representation? Terrible. We need to get him a Krabby Patty. So let's go get it. And I know in so the Sonic on the Sega Saturn, right, the re-release added the Spin Dash to Sonic 1, and then in a new release they're adding the Drop Dash from Sonic Mania. And I wish they would have done more stuff like that, like add stuff from the later games to the earlier games, aside from just making nicer graphics, you know. Like I know in Halo 2 Anniversary, in addition to being a graphical upgrade from regular Halo 2, despite me still really liking regular Halo 2, they also added new skulls into the game, and now there's achievements, which there never was on the original Xbox, so that's really cool. There's online co-op, and there's scoring. There's scoring, and then of course you could swap the graphics at will. And the original graphics are now running at a very high frame rate and a beautiful resolution. So even though things look a bit muddy, somehow now everything looks really sharp and clean, and it's absolutely wonderful to look at. And I wish there was, whoops, I wish there was more like that. I would like to, again, I would like to see a remake of Crash Team Racing, Crash Nitro Kart, definitely of Twin Sanity. And I don't want there just to be more and more Crash remakes. Obviously the original 3, I would say, I want to say needed it just in terms of visuals, because it still holds up really well today, to like the levels and like the art style, but the physical models are like that really, really old school, ugly 3D. And same thing with, you know, Sonic R, Mario 64, Crash old games. And you could say, oh, Mario 64 still looks great. Yeah, it looks great in terms of style, but graphically it could use an upgrade. And the DS remake is not enough of an upgrade. Oh, we just literally killed Plankton. Okay. But Twin Sanity could really use it. Even just a re-release, like a remastering. Well, isn't that what a remake is, I guess? There's a difference between reimagining, re-release, remake, remaster. Re-release is just the game, same game again, re-released. Maybe it has a few tweaks, like now it has online and it runs and looks a little better. That's like something like, what's it called, Phantom Dust on the Xbox One. That's the exact same thing as the original Xbox game. But now it runs at a better frame rate, it has a better resolution, it has online play again, now on the Xbox One. And they also added microtransactions, so isn't that a nice addition? But still, that's a re-release. A remaster is something like Halo 2 Anniversary, where all the gameplay is kept the same, but they bumped up the graphics. And sometimes that comes with additions like the added skulls. For people who don't know, in Halo, skulls are modifiers. So let's say one of the example of the old skull was, when you put it on, your HUD is disabled. Sometimes they make it harder, sometimes they make it fun. One of the skulls, IWDBH, I think. IWHDB. IWHBYD. I would have been your daddy. That changes the dialogue to some funny stuff. And then one of the new ones they added is it changes every gun's ammo, like all of their ammunition that it shoots out, the bullets, into Scarab gun bullets. And what that is like one of the most powerful weapon projectile types in Halo. And that makes every single gun shoot that. And I was like, that is an awesome addition. That's what a remaster is. Right, usually a graphic upgrade, re-released, same game again, just again, a different platform. Some people consider those ports, and yes, that's what a port is, basically. Remake and reimagining. Remake usually comes with the game being remade from the ground up, so not even using old assets. Not always, sometimes it does. So let's say you have the original Resident Evil, then you have the Resident Evil remake on the GameCube, which uses a brand new engine, but keeps the same core design, keeping basically everything the same. They actually remade that remake. But a lot of times with a remake, sometimes there will be changes, whether it's to the story, or to the map, or to the gameplay slightly. A reimagining is the same thing as a remake, but the whole thing, like the entire thing, is from the ground up. Like story, characters, gameplay, visuals, feel, theme, tone, like everything. That's like the original Ratchet & Clank. That got a HDMI re-release. That I wouldn't call that a remaster. You could say HD remaster if you want. But it... I mean, yeah, I guess it's a remaster. Technically, it's just an HD version. It's not anything super amazing. Crap, I forgot what I was saying. Ratchet & Clank. Yes, it got a reimagining on the PS4. That means the story was now not entirely new, but they changed up all the plot points and everything. And to me, that's entirely new. They changed everything. The other things they kept the same, really, were, hey, the characters are Ratchet & Clank. How they met is kind of the same, but the circumstances are different. Areas they go, I think there are some new areas. And a lot of the old areas, they tampered with an incredibly large amount. And not that that's bad. You know, I'm not saying reimaginings are bad. A lot of times reimaginings can be really cool. They're just differences between a remake and a remaster. Like, I know I'd like to see a remake of the original Sly Cooper, because I'd like to see it play more like... Crap, can I really not... God damn it. I'd like to see it play more like Sly 2 and 3. So it feels... Sly 1 feels amazing, right? But it's more linear levels, and there's a lot of, like, crappy shooting segments and stuff that aren't super fun. It doesn't feel super thiefy. We can get that prize, but I don't care. And I would like it if it played more like Sly 2. So you keep the hub worlds, but you improve them. You know, you make them more advanced hub worlds. You maybe I guess keep Sly as the only playable character, because otherwise it would mess with the story. It wouldn't make sense. Maybe you could make Murray playable, because you have segments where you shoot defending him while he's running. Maybe make it so you can actually play as Murray in those segments. When you're driving, you know, that's Murray. Maybe he can get out in the field. He's not the muscle in that game. So I wouldn't say him having to get out in the field and beat the crap out of people. What is this? What is this? Here. That's it. We did it. Oh, it's paint. Isn't that fun? But that'd be nice. But keep the story, you know, basically the exact same. Oh yeah, I forgot I was live streaming. I just got a message on Discord. Yes. Hi, Multi. I'm sorry. You know what it is? I had sticky notes up in front of the chat to tell me what levels I wanted to pair together, because I have a lot of levels. All the levels I'm showing, I made. Racetrack. I assume you're talking about the Crash Bandicoot one. Yes, that was supposed to be a racetrack. I know it looked like shit, but that level was kind of shit. It was more just for the costumes, and I made a theme around it than anything else. What games don't you have high hope for? Which one were you thinking of? Because I mentioned... I think I mentioned Ratchet & Clank, I mentioned Sly Cooper. I don't know if any of them... What game did I mention that's coming out do you not have high hopes for? And while you type that in the chat, I will find another level. Oh, crap. Looking for some more hardy levels we can play. I have a lot of levels just filled with random crap. The Sonic Racing. Yeah, you know, looking at it, it looks better than when they first showed it off. But it kind of feels like the magic is gone. You know, when they were doing the Sega Superstars line, it became Sega All-Stars, right? Yeah, Sonic was the figurehead because that was the most known thing that Sega has, but they have a lot of series that they can use to make new games, to put in games, make cameos, and they've done that a lot. And some of the best ones, I think, was the Sega Tennis, and then the Sega Racing, and then the All-Stars Racing Transformed. And Sonic Team Racing just looks like those games without all of the Sega love. It's like, okay, let's streamline it to just be a Sonic game, huh? Maybe it'll sell better because it's just the Sonic name. And yeah, maybe it would sell better, I don't know, but it doesn't, it lost me. I would have bought another Sega Racing game. They were actually working on a prototype for a Sega fighting game. And not like Smash Bros, more like Power Stone. If anyone knows what that is. That's an arena fighter, so think in the vein of the new Jump Superstars, Ultimate Stars, All Stars versus fighting game, where they have them in New York City, all the characters from the different series. Like that, in a 3D setting, just beating the crap out of each other. That would have been cool. Yes, Sega Tennis was dope as hell. I gotta play that again. I had a love-hate relationship with it when I was younger, because it was hard. I didn't understand it. I have it on the Wii, I have it on the 360. I'm probably gonna give it a try on the 360, because just regular controls. Although the motion controls were kind of fun. They don't care for the other characters they have since they're not popular. Yeah, I know. It's sad. I mean, I think there are people at the company that still love, you know, the old characters. But they're just not going to get that love because they don't sell. And unfortunately, that's what it comes down to. And I think what they could do is they could make smaller titles. I mean, look at the big splash Shenmue 3 is making. You know what I mean? Sonic Mania that came out. The big splash that's making. That's an old style Sonic game. So there's a lot that they could do. You know, I remember when they were working on next gen versions of games, and I don't mean this generation, back in like GameCube, Dreamcast, Xbox. Fucking the reboot they did with Shinobi was awesome. It was like Ninja Gaiden, like almost. Except it wasn't more hack and slash, it was still more platformy, but still fucking cool. Vector Man was getting a third game, which was going to be like Halo, which would have been incredible. I would have played it. Jet Set Radio Future came out. That was a dope sequel. Monkey Ball was a new series that kept getting games, which were all pretty cool. Monkey Ball Adventure, I heard, was divisive. Let me put on another stage while I'm waiting here. I made a basketball level with an actual working LeBron James CPU you could play against, so I'm going to put that on. And actually, if you don't want to play this, if you want to play it with somebody else, you can actually grab the circle in the middle, and it'll get rid of LeBron. But watch here, watch how he actually does play. It's not perfect, but it's cool. What was I talking about? Sonic, yeah. So Sonic Team Racing, they, yes, that's LeBron. Holy shit, he got a lot of points, but I don't think that's how it's supposed to play. Don't worry about it. It's sack person LeBron James. So now that all the Sega characters are gone, it's a bit upsetting, you know? It's like that magic of, hey, Sega characters together, you know, that's gone. Now it's just Sonic characters racing, which doesn't make any fucking sense. Why are they in cars? They were probably faster in Sonic Heroes that they're ever going to be in Sonic Team Racing on foot, you know what I mean? I mean, Sonic in a car has always been dumb. I would like another Sonic R, you know? It doesn't have to be on the Sega Saturn hardware. It doesn't have to be on that engine. It doesn't have to be exactly that style. I would like it if it played more like Sonic Adventure 2's two-player, which is awesome. I absolutely love that. I hope Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 get remakes. Oh, LeBron James won. Yeah, because the side opened up. Way to go, LeBron. Come here. Come here. Come here. Get over there. Let's kill him. Let's kill LeBron. There, he's dead. Why don't they have the feature they used in Sonic Riders where you can choose to run a ride? That wasn't quite a feature. What it was, you ran slower and I think controlled worse when you were running on foot. Although I would love that. What it was, when you were on foot, it was because you ran out of air in your board, which I think is equivalent to, say, running out of gas for your car. So imagine if people just got out of their car and started running, and then they randomly picked up some gas and they were back in their car. But that was fun. It was still a lot of fun to run on foot in Sonic Riders, and I would love that if you could be on a hoverboard, or you could use a car, or go on foot. I think that would be fantastic. And I'm sure that the Sonic Team Racing game will be fine. I'm sure it'll control just fine. I'm sure it'll play just fine. Have stuff there for people who are intrigued. This is another versus level, so this is just going to be showing the level. This is where you smack your friends, and then they get hit by those burning fireballs. And you can actually get hurt too because the floor is very slippery, so you're likely to slide into things and die. And then when you're done, this door opens up and you grab the hologram, which you can still die if you grab the hologram. That's funny. This is cool. It's been a long time since I've made a LittleBigPlanet level, so I'd have to relearn some stuff. Yeah, but I would like another really cool Sonic racing game. I'd like remasters of Adventure 1 and 2. I'd just like another good Sonic game. I wouldn't mind a Sonic game that had the gameplay of Forces, like the physical feel of it. I would want them to get rid of the boost, give me a spin dash instead, but even boosting in that game felt fun. It just... I didn't feel too motivated that much, because it's like, this is all I have to do to win, is hold boost. And that's kind of how it always has felt. And speed should be a reward. Sega just needs a bit more creativity to get more people interested. This game is giving me so much nostalgia. LittleBigPlanet, I assume. It's wonderful. It gives me a lot of nostalgia. I remember dicking around so much, making things. When I first found out about the game, I was at my friend Quinn's house with some other people. Sue Young, Harry, and Melvin were their names. I think back in middle school. And, of course, some of the things done right away was a dick on rockets, which, that was something. This was a level I made with other people back in the day. Apparently I can't get in that. Oh, is this music?
You're a wizard, Harry.
These were voicemail messages. That's what these were.
Hey, I found your lost dog. And then I ate him. I was eating breakfast and my father came in and asked,
"Why so cereal?" Well, that's so silly. That's lovely. This is one of these swords. I'm getting distracted by LittleBigPlanet. Let's see. Let us challenge the Shadow Man in here. Come, my friend. Die at the hands of my blade. He is dead. Now this is a hoverboard. Look at that. Holy crap. I didn't actually make this hoverboard. I have no idea how this was made. Is that a controllable cow? It is. What did I even make in this level? It's pointless stuff. It's literally what the level is titled. What the hell was I talking about? Sonic, right? I think. Sega needs to get creative again. Absolutely. They need to make a good game again. They need to get creative again. They have the talent. They're putting them in the wrong places.
You're coming with me.
They need to give Sonic Team a break from Sonic. And I know, like, that sounds stupid. They're meant to make Sonic games.
From Lethal Weapon 2, I've got
but they've been working on that series far too long. And people who have been working on it that are new there, who haven't been working much, they're not doing a good job. You know, I feel bad saying it, but they're terrible. And I know ever since Yuji Naka left, Sonic hasn't been the same. Takashi Iizuka, you know, he worked alongside with him, but he just doesn't have that same style. You know, he doesn't have that radical attitude for Sonic that Naka did. I'm not gonna lie. Get it? Naka? Yeah. Never mind. I don't even know if I can get up there. I used to be able to get up there, but I think you have to time it with the trampoline, which I suck at. So maybe I'll just leave the level. Yeah. That's funny. You could just get a cigarette to follow your... kids don't smoke. Yeah, it's just completely random shit. They have other series. I know I'm not a Hatsune Miku guy, but that's a rhythm series that apparently does very, very well. It's very popular. Yakuza is a very popular series. It's a beat-em-up series that's also like Grand Theft Auto, and it's like an evolution of Shenmue. Shenmue 3 is finally getting made. The only reason that game's getting made is because Yu Suzuki was given permission to make another game. And Sega was like, alright. You know, it's like, well, you make whatever you want to make. And he's like, well, I want to do Shenmue. And he's like, okay. If you can get the funding, if you can find the interest, we'll let you make it. And then he went to Kickstarter, and he got funding from Sony and whatever other third-party companies. And he's making Shenmue 3, and people are pumped. They're excited about it. Nice to know we can just vomit. And I'm happy. I'm excited for Shenmue 3. I'm not a huge Shenmue guy. I'm really interested. I want to try the series. I have both of the games. One on the Dreamcast, the other on the original Xbox. I pre-ordered the remasters, so I'm going to pick them up when they come out. That's something I will give Sega a lot of credit. They don't do bullshit like a lot of companies today do, right? So when you buy Shenmue 3, you're going to get the full package. You know, you're going to get Shenmue 3. Everything's going to be there on disc. You know, maybe there's a pre-order bonus or something. Maybe they'll have microtransactions. I don't know, but for the most part, they don't do stuff like that. Whereas Activision, right, they're going to make the Spyro Remastered trilogy, and only the fucking first game is actually on the disc, which is horse shit. Sega's pretty good about that stuff. I would say Nintendo was pretty good about that stuff. But when the Switch came out, they started to get really shitty with that. Like, I know, example, Mario Tennis Aces is missing a lot of content that should be in the game, and it looks like a very rushed game. Like, I know, yeah, the gameplay itself is polished, but why are all the activities from the adventure mode sectioned off the adventure mode? As far as I know, there's adventure mode, and then there's tennis, just regular tennis, whether it's online or local. Well, like, what? Why can't I play the minigames? Why can't I do the bosses? Sega's pretty good about that. I pretty much don't go into a Sega game and think, why do I have to pay extra for this? Or why wasn't this here? Or this... Well, yes, Sega games a lot of times are rushed. Usually it's Sonic that's rushed. So it's Sega rushing the games out, but it's Sonic that they're rushing out. Like the Yakuza games are pretty polished. God damn it, never mind. The other games, it's usually Sonic that's the problem. For the most part, even if Sega games aren't that great modern day, I feel bad about saying, oh, this is Pong. That's really cool. But it looks like it doesn't work, so... the ones that are good are usually, like, really, really polished, which is nice. They usually don't pull any of the stereotypical or cliche game industry bullshit that a lot of other companies do, which I'm very happy that Sega hasn't gone that route. Let's see. You've been commenting, and I haven't been reading. I heard people complain about the graphics, but I'm like, it's not done yet. Yeah, but you know what? Any criticism for a game is warranted. It doesn't matter how far into development it is, because feedback is important. You know, I mean, I went a rant. I had a rant/discussion about Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I was like, I am disappointed in this game. The graphics... something is wrong with them, like the lighting is bad, things look washed out, the gameplay, like, what is this weird momentum thing? Where are all the other modes? Is it just characters? You know, and I got a lot of flack coming back from that. Like, oh, the game still has another 6 months to go, you're just hating on the game, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, there are legitimate criticisms here, and legitimate things I want to know. You know, just because someone is excited or angry over something doesn't mean that there aren't multiple sides and opinions that are both valid. And yeah, with Shenmue 3, the exact same thing is there. The graphics don't look the best, but it isn't a AAA game. You know, sure, it's being made by Sega, but it's not really. It's being made by a small team from Sega, right, under Yu Suzuki, funded through Kickstarter, I believe backed somewhat by Sony, because it's only getting a physical PS4 release and PC release, I believe. I'm not sure 100% about that. And then I think some outside companies. So it makes sense that it doesn't look amazing. Not that you know, criticisms can't be valid. Yeah, it doesn't look great, like, graphically, but it doesn't look bad. It looks fine. And I'm sure that's going to be an amazing game. A game Shenmue fans have been waiting for a very long time. I'm going to have to replay this level, because I didn't mean to go to the end yet. And I mean, usually me, I'm one to both defend games and pick the shit out of them. So I think every game should be able to be compared to anything else, criticized, critiqued. And anyone who tells you you're wrong for criticizing something is an idiot. If your complaint is stupid, right, someone might tell you why it's stupid. But to simply say that your criticism is wrong because it's different than theirs, no, they're idiots. What else is coming out from Sega that I like? I didn't mean to go back up here again. Go back down. Yes, look at this. This is my crib here. Alright. Now I got bouncy pads, which can take me up to that platform. This is also another level I made with a few other people, and we spent a lot of time in here. And I feel it makes me kind of sad, because I don't even remember those people or who they were, but I just had such a good time making this level with them. And that's what makes me really, really sad. So I don't think I'll ever meet those people again, because I don't even remember who they were. I think there might have been level credits in the beginning to who made it. God, it's making me kind of sad to talk about it. I don't really want to talk about it. But there's a lot of cool stuff, like the duel room. You can get 2 swords, you can actually fight each other. Really, really neat stuff. It's sad to lose friends. It's always a horrible feeling. But you know, it's not a horrible feeling. Is the next level we're gonna do, which will surely be filled with more random crap. Yeah, you know, I would say that's good. I mean, if you're going to buy Smash Ultimate anyway, you might as well not look at the stuff and then experience it when it's all there. I mean, it depends. For me, I'm a very picky person nowadays because I like to get what I pay for. I like to get my money's worth. So if I spend $60 on a game and it doesn't deliver, I'm going to be really, really mad. Which is why I can understand people are so mad when, let's say, a game like Sonic 06 came out and they paid $60 for, they paid $60 for that and it was like trash. Personally, I like Sonic 06. I know it's not finished. It's got a lot of problems. But there's a lot of good about it. It just needed polish. And it's getting a PC remake, not by Sega. This is a Playground, by the way, so I added a bunch of Playground things. By a indie team, per se. It's a fan game. It's not... It's literally... I think it's literally using the assets from Sonic 06, and they're bringing it to PC, but it's not published by Sega. It would be nice if they could get it published by Sega, like get it actually released, get some money backing, and then make it a wonderful full-fledged game. You know, and then you can have all the extra additions. I really want a remaster of Sonic 06, because that game deserved better. It did a lot of things I like. It like a ton of different moves you can do, right? The bounce bracelet is back, the wind thing from Sonic Heroes is there, the lightspeed dash, spin dash. It just needed more polish. It needed more time in the oven, which it didn't get. Let's see. Let me do Soviet Run. That's a fun one. This one is hard. And you get a special prize. You literally get the entire level as a prize if you beat it without dying. But it's hard as hell. This trial will see if you are worthy, which will require endurance, strength, and let you know your life expectancy. I'm guessing it's short. If you ace this, you get... Who knows? I'm still Crash Bandicoot. I'm gonna swap my outfit. Who do I want to be? Let us be the PlayStation hero. Let us do it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm dead. So we're definitely not gonna ace the son of a bitch. There's a lot of bugs with my LittleBigPlanet levels. This is one of them. Having to watch the entire thing again if you die. It's like an unskippable cutscene, isn't that fun? It's amazing how easy I could just forget about what I'm talking about. Because you know what it is? I'm watching the video on YouTube of the stream. I'm talking to you in the chat, trying to think, and also trying to play the game. It's very difficult. Holy shit. Try that again. Damn it. I suck at this. I mean, it's not meant to be easy. It's meant to be very, very difficult. But still, I'm sure other people could do this better than I'm doing it right now. Very fun level, I'll say that. There we go. Yeah, I remember Dilphil. Dilphil made this section himself. But I remember I was making a Castle Siege level with him, and I added like a catapult and everything. And then he unfriended me for some reason not long after. And I never saved the catapult. So that really upset me, and I think he just, at that time, was just having me help him and then taking the level for himself, which really, really upset me. I don't understand. People could really suck. There we go. Got it. And I'm dead. I remember people made some cool, like, Smash Brothers levels in LittleBigPlanet with Sackbots, and you could pick your character, and you could be Samus and shoot the energy balls, and you got Falcon Punch, Mario with his hammer and fireballs and whatnot. People were really good at this stuff. When I put my mind to it, I'm not half bad myself. Like I know the Twin Snakes level I'm eventually going to show. Probably not in this stream. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just show the rest of the level. That level had so much in-depth creativity to it. And I love it. Shit. And I was gonna make a part 2, I never got around to it. I might still do it. There's an idea I said would be cool earlier, and that was making an insanity level, which I think would be very cool. Where you're with Cortex the whole time and you can do team moves. Maybe I'll do that too. I don't know what I'll do. Yeah, I'll be available later. Why? Do you have LittleBigPlanet? You want to play with me?
You want to play with me? Do you want to play with my sack?
There we go. Dead. That's it. Beat the level. See what else we got. I know the Fugitive levels were fun. They were short and they were like not that great, but they were just fun little romps. Infiltrate is actually a level. I want to say a level based on Metal Gear Solid. But it's not quite. It's just I just made it Metal Gear Solid after. It's really not. Let me see. Where's that other one I just mentioned? I don't even remember what I mentioned. Man, my mind is all over the place. Here's Twin Snakes. Oh, the Fugitives. That's what I mentioned. Why is part 3 before part 2? What? Okay, let me do these. I'll do Infiltrate. Or maybe I'll finish it off with these. I don't know. And then there's some unfinished levels I'll probably show. Don't worry, we got an escape plan. We're not getting carried to jail. Let's get out of here, gang. Let me be a different costume. Let me be this guy. He's got a giant machine gun. Holy shit. Alright, let's do it. Into the sewers. That's a cop car. I guess he's supposed to chase us. Blow the bridge. Holy shit, I murdered that man! Fugitives Part 2. Let's do it. A lot of violence in these levels, aren't there? There was suicide in one of the levels, I think. Oh, shit. Let's do it. Can I blow this cop up? Yeah, I can. This thing straight up fires bombs. Let's go. Let's do it. Epic getaway nobody asked for. Oh, there we go. I'm in prison again. And then part 3, and I don't remember what part 3 is. A lot of old levels. A lot of fun replaying them, but very old and they don't hold up super well. To part 3. Poke 1. What is this Poke 1? Any last words? Oh, is this an execution? Ah! I'm escaping! Through a conveniently placed lever that dips a handle into that. Time to bust out of here, boys. Let's go. Sorry. Your traps can't hold me. I am a master. That's right. You are dead. Oh, shit. I don't know if that was supposed to happen or not. I kind of don't think so. Seems a bit odd for the floor to just evaporate, but then again, these levels weren't made super well. That's it. That's the end of Fugitives. Oh, man. So let me do... I kind of want to save Infiltrate. Let me save Infiltrate. I'll do one last stream where I show off the twin snakes. So let me show off all my extra levels that I didn't finish for that random crap. Costumes. This is an unfinished PlayStation Move level, so I can't actually play this unless I have the Move plugged in. So I'm going to show you in creator mode what it is. So, effectively, it's just me making a level using the gimmick of the PlayStation Move, which allows you to grab objects using your Move controller sensor. So you can point at the screen and then pick something up. There's a lot of gimmicky stuff I was going to do with that. And it's not a very well-designed level. And also I don't remember what I was doing when I was making it, so I don't quite know how it works. But I do know I was going to make another level where it's like you have to fend off like a barrage of meteors trying to kill you using the PlayStation Move. But I don't know if I even started on that. This looks like it would have been a fairly in-depth level using the PlayStation Move. But the beginning is so, like, broken and ill-designed that and it doesn't even look like it was finished. This looks like the end over here. Yeah. No, I didn't want it. Damn it. I gotta go back to the menu. Yeah, so you can't actually play this. It doesn't work. And I'll show there's a lot of levels that would have been really cool, but I just never finished. I never bothered to continue. Jak and Daxter costumes. Do MK costume. I made a lot of these. There we are. Ninjas. That's a lot of freaking ninjas, man. I made a lot. Wizards. Girls. I'm not sure who that first one is. Maybe they're a bomb drops. Maybe that's why it didn't look like. Maybe that was supposed to be Katana, but her dress got screwed up. It's Jade, Melina, something with an S. Sonya, and then that witch bitch. Robots. Other. Shao Kahn. Raiden, Kratos, Freddy Krueger. There's 3 humans and a few monsters here. That's cool. I made Moloch with the giant ball on his hand and everything. I like how he's just smiling. Man, I did some pretty good work. I don't know who this guy is, but I want his costume. Fuck. I wanted to save it. Damn it. Alright, whatever. It doesn't matter. Let us do Jack and Daxter costumes. Yep. And again, it's just more costumes I made. But, they did pretty good work on all of them. And not bad at all. I think I have Mario costumes too. Yeah, there is. I have Mario costumes, but they're all sackbots, so they actually have a function. I don't remember how it works for the most part, but Mario is a Mario Sunshine one with like flood. That was cool. Sly Cooper costumes is actually a level, so we don't need to go to that, because we already did that in another stream. But I wish it wasn't crappy like this. PlayStation All-Stars costumes. Man, I want to see what I made. I mean, I made all of them, I'm assuming, but it's got to be really cool looking. I don't know how many other costume levels I have, so I'll just probably show some of the unfinished levels while I'm showing the costume levels. I feel like the guys who wrote this like tip stuff for LittleBigPlanet are the same guys they hired for Discord. They had like the same kind of humor and personality. Did you know there was a kid show that's like a Poyo or Puyo or something like that? And that's the announcer for LittleBigPlanet. That's like the narrator for LittleBigPlanet. Yeah, here's everybody. That's cool. It's supposed to be a Polygon All-Star. That's neat. Oh, and then you go into the Polygon background. That's cool. That is a cool little section I got here. I like this. You hate Poyo? Is that what it's called? Yeah, it's a, well, I mean, it's a kid's show. So, I mean, unless you're fond of kids shows, but you have your particulars you don't like, it would make sense you hate Poyo. It's like for toddlers. You know, all toddler shows are like retards. They're all retarded stuff. Space Station. This is one of the unfinished ones. Space Station. Sand Level's unfinished, but I showed that in Detective Awesome because it's actually part of Detective Awesome. So we're going to play the Space Station. This one's actually one of the coolest out of all the unfinished levels I have. There's a few, like Reality Check, the Sand Level, and one I just forgot. I just looked at it and I already forgot. Space Station, Sand Level. What the fuck was the other one? Reality Check. Those three are among the coolest. One of the things right away, obviously you're in a space station, but you can go outside and there's low gravity, and then I thought it would be fun to make it so you could play moon basketball. Like just how cool is that? And look at the little alien guy you got behind there. Isn't that adorable? This was me getting really creative with stuff. You know? And I was going to have an actual story in this too. Then you go into this room, right? This is bullshit. You know it. Me and my crew are fuck off and die out there, and you want me to stick with that rookie? I assure you, he's no mere rookie. He fought with Samus in the wars. Ah, it's a fan fiction. Beep boop beep. He makes a valid point. Fine. And he leaves. Ah, good you're here. Welcome to the space station. I hope your trip went well. Bloopity bleep blop. Yes, well, we need you to go rescue some astronauts that haven't come back yet. Good luck. Yeah, very story-heavy level. It's not time yet. Enjoy yourself while you're still here. And the rest of it, I think, was just gimmicky stuff that I thought was cool. Like, this is a teleporter. It's really cool, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna let me use because the damn speech bubble over there is in the way. But of course, then you get to go back outside, and it's low gravity again. Throw golf balls around. I was gonna do a lot of stuff like that, but again, I never finished it. In fact, this is it. This is where it ends. It's just flat and empty, and then it comes to a ledge. I'm still floating for some reason, so that means there's a glitch in this as well. Neat to look back. Very neat to look back. Reality Check was a cool one. That was supposed to be just like a really dark kind of level. And I don't mean visually dark, I mean thematically. Because I think LittleBigPlanet is all happy, and I wanted to make something kind of fucked up where there's some dead guy, you know, they're living in a, oh, look at this! This is cool. There's lightning, there's rain, you live in a cardboard shack by an abandoned building, a condemned building, excuse me. There's a hobo living in this thing over here. I can literally pull this light off. And it still works, which it shouldn't, but it does. And there's actually a lot to explore. You can see there's a dead guy right over there. Trash can. I think there's something in the trash can. If I remember correctly. I don't know if I need it or if it's a surprise or what. You can't get inside, so it's... I gotta knock it down. Okay. No, I guess nothing. And you can see that guy over there. He's dragging a garbage bag and it's leaking blood. So he's got some dead guy. You can actually go over here. This is a little area. I'm gonna explore the area. Okay. Get in this building. Everything's like really broken down and whatnot. Give me all your money. He smacks you, takes your money and runs away. And then disappears. I didn't make him run very far, which I probably should have really far. There you go. I got a shitty broken down basketball court. Because I loved putting basketball in my levels for some reason. I think after I made the LeBron James thing, I was like, yo, I can get really creative with basketball. That's actually the end of this level. Where the rain stops, the level stops. But it was really, really crazy in depth. I can't imagine what it would have been like if I had kept going. You know, and I wonder that a lot. How would a lot of my life have worked if I just continued certain things? There is the rooftop. I think that's pretty much it, yeah. Remember, I'm supposed to do some voices today for people. Can't forget to do that. Machinima Duke. Oh, that's just a level that I modified to make a video with. Epic rap battle costumes. Mario Sackbots, Soviet run, pointless stuff. Okay, we're gonna do the epic rap battle costumes. Let's take a look at those. We'll take a look at the Sackbots. You know, that's the one really disappointing thing about me doing a live stream, is it seems like I can't put custom thumbnails. So let's see if I can name these. We got Bill O'Reilly, John Lennon, Darth Vader. I'm guessing that's Hitler, but for some reason the Sackbot isn't there. Abraham Lincoln, Chuck Norris, Lady Gaga, Sarah Palin, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, Kim Jong-un, or Kim Jong-il, that's right. His son is the fat one. Beethoven, Justin Bieber, Stephen Hawking, Einstein, Genghis Khan, the Easter Bunny, Napoleon Dynamite, Napoleon Bonaparte, then Napoleon Dynamite, Benjamin Franklin, Billy Mays, the ShamWow guy, Gandalf, Dumbledore, Dr. Seuss, Thing 1, Shakespeare, The Cat in the Hat, Mr. T, Mr. Rogers, Columbus, that's Christopher Columbus. What's his fucking name from Star Trek? Captain Kirk, Epic Lloyd, Nice Peter. I'm a little upset that I remember all that, but the epic rap battles were a big thing back when I was in middle school, even high school. They started in early middle school. I didn't find out about them until the 8th grade, which is when I met my friend Matt, who actually lives with me now. Matt's a great friend. And he showed me the epic rap battles. He didn't say it like this, but I remember thinking, he's like, yo, have you heard the epic rap battles of history? And I thought, what? Why would I want to hear two dudes rap about history? You know, it doesn't sound right. Whoa! That is cool. I know I did not make those, but those are cool. Let me see. Made Mario with Flood. Here we go. This is a cool one. So the right trigger pushes you to the left, and vice versa. The left trigger shoots you up in the air, so that's like the rocket nozzle. R1 is the firing nozzle. I'm not entirely sure. Pop it still works. There's a way to do this. Is it the D-pad? No. I have no idea. There's a way to control the hovering. Maybe it's because I'm in play mode. It doesn't work. That makes sense. Because it just said down on the D-pad as hover. That makes sense. And Shadow Mario, who can actually throw the paint and whatnot, which is pretty cool. Let me see. Oh, he can spawn duplicates of himself. That's neat. L1 does nothing. R1. Okay, that's fun. Alright. That's Luigi with the poltergeist. So what does that do? R1 does nothing. R1 spawns a Boo Ghost. You can fire water. Yeah, they probably all revolve around using the D-pad somewhat. Holy fucking shit. I don't know what Egad can do. But he doesn't want to seem to get out of the box. He's moving himself, so I'm going to stop using Egad. Bowser with power, so... I have no idea. This is Yoshi. That's the tongue, I'm guessing. So maybe he'll... Okay, nope. That didn't work. I have no idea what this does. And then those are just some extra costumes there. Mario, Luigi, Shadow Mario, Peach, Daisy, Yoshi, Toad, Petey Piranha Plant, Bowser, Egad, Wario, and Wah. Wah, just wah. Wah, Luigi! Wah, Luigi! Wah. Discard the changes. Do not save those fucking changes. Let's see what else we got. might be it for stuff exclusive to my movie. Truth or Dare. New intro. This is when early Bonehead Clan standard definition. So I wanted to make a animation, but I didn't know how to do that. So what I did is I used LittleBigPlanet. What it is, it's blazer like soda falls into a vat of soda and likes comes up. What I wanted was the word blazer to be on fire, soda gets poured on it, and the fog steams the word likes. But I don't use the name blazer like soda anymore. I still say it sometimes, and it's my side channel, but I don't use the side channel much. I don't say it much, so makes sense. Truth or Dare? Let's try that. I think this is a level we made to play or Truth or Dare, obviously. When I had friends on LittleBigPlanet. And what you would do, I think, is you would put a sticker of yours to signify, okay, this is MySpace, you know. God, you guys remember MySpace? And so if it landed on you, it would be your turn. If it landed on somebody else, it would be their turn. Pretty standard stuff for Truth or Dare, simple. God, I have so many memories. So many, like, just good memories of LittleBigPlanet. I remember when I was a kid, I really wanted a PS3. And I didn't know why. I think it was probably just because I was like, oh, there's so many, you know, I loved PlayStation, and there are cool games on it. And these maps aren't mine, so I'm not going to show this. First game I got for the PS3, I believe, was Assassin's Creed. And then the next two games I got at once, which was Mod Nation Racers and LittleBigPlanet. LittleBigPlanet was the better choice, of which I played all the time. Whereas in Mod Nation, I didn't think it was very fun. Sorry to say. I mean, I enjoyed it, but at the same time, I was like, it's not that great. And I get the feeling that LittleBigPlanet karting is going to be the same way. It's Mod Nation Racers, but with a LittleBigPlanet skin. Maybe some more in-depth stuff. This is Infiltrate. I think this is the first level I ever made. And it starts with a really boring ascent. And it was based off of Metal Gear Solid somehow, so figure that one out. I don't actually know if you can beat it like I'm trying to do. No, you're probably gonna die. Yep. But this was just me having fun with the gimmicks. This was in LittleBigPlanet 1 is when I first made this. So this was me kind of like just exploring things I could do in the game, fun on my own. Again, I found out about LittleBigPlanet when I went over my friend's house for the first time. And then that same... I think I got Red Dead Redemption as well. I found out about that as well. I didn't get that the same day, but I got that game. Awesome game. I remember just spending so much time tying people up and just like moving them places, shooting them and whatnot. And I eventually got tired of it, even though I said I would never get tired of it. That's all I did. Because it was like Grand Theft Auto, and I only ever wanted to dick around in Grand Theft Auto, so I figured the same thing. I'm smarter now. I'm looking forward to playing Red Dead Redemption as an actual game as well, not just dicking around. Man, I'm gonna die before I ever grab that. There we go. Whee! A lot of interesting memories. I don't think I'd ever want to go back to that. And yeah, everyone's got to move forward in life. Can't be stuck in the past. Past is not a fun place to be. It'd be neat to look back, but not to stay. Some things you could take with you, though. Like friends you could take with you, hobbies you could take with you, accomplishments you can take with you. I'm sure I made a better version of this map. And actually, I modified this map later on. So what you're going to see isn't the OG original version. it has a modification. Normally I think it was supposed to end here, but I added more onto it. This says grab. There we go. That's a cage, which was supposed to trick people when they played this. And then I made a bomb so you can actually kill your friends when they play it. And at the end, you get a nice jetpack. Your reward for winning. That's it for infiltrate. Yeah, I think that's it for all my Moon exclusive extra unfinished levels. I mean, that one was a finished level. Some of these were finished that I was showing. Some of them were just extra random crap and whatnot. There are some levels on my Earth I'm still going to go over. I think there's a few. Yeah, just these three I haven't shown. Navy SEAL, Small War, and Soldier Story. They got better as they went on. I think Soldier Story was one of the early levels I made in LittleBigPlanet 2 that was actually pretty decent. And the Twin Snakes, I'm going to make its own video. I'm not going to talk, I'm just going to do a playthrough of it. It's not going to be a live stream, because I really think that level is quite an experience of its own. So we're going to start out with Small War, which I made in the 8th grade. Navy SEALs I probably also made in the 8th grade. And Soldier Story, which I made whenever I got LittleBigPlanet 2. It was awesome. Absolutely awesome. We're all just pawns at a game of chess. Oh my god. I forgot you got to use a tank. And you get to actually shoot it. That's awesome. I mean, it looks like shit, but it's still cool. I like that. I had fun. I had a lot of fun just making stuff. I remember being really proud of this level. And you know what? I'm kind of still proud of it because of what's here. You know, there was passion involved. That's why you can really tell when something has passion. And even if it doesn't hold up, it's still enjoyable in its own way. Hey, buddy. Having fun up there? He's doing a handstand for us. Dude, I remember in LittleBigPlanet, there was always these like survival maps. One of them was called Sunshine Bomb Survival, I think. I could never find it again. I don't know what happened to it. It got deleted, or I'm just an idiot. I never saved it. I'm not sure. But I loved that map. Survival levels were all really cool, but that one was just something special. I thought about recreating it myself, but I of course never did that. I made it go backwards function, but I never actually went backwards because I didn't do it right. So this little building here, we're not going to blow up. Yeah, it's unfortunate, I know, but live with it. This... Look, drama, wartime. I like how I just put mouths over the soldiers. Holy shit, okay. There's a flipped tank. This way, hurry. Oh, and I get a jetpack. This is when the jetpack was chained. It had a chain on it, which is how the items worked in LittleBigPlanet. Oh my god. Yep, the jetpack is gone. Oh, that's annoying. Do you know what I'll do for this one? I think I can download my own maps. So I made all my maps copyable. So, let me find an open spot, one of these. And I'm gonna open it in creator mode so we can just go at it that way. That way I won't have to completely restart. What that means. Here's where we were. Maybe I should just start from here. There you go. Shut the door behind us. He's over here. Closing the gate. We get a tank again. But it seems to move on its own. And it has somebody manning the gunner. So we're just along for the ride, I guess. Is that a giant car? Why was there just a giant car? I definitely don't remember that. I'm sorry, I'm not saying anything, I'm just mesmerized. I'm stupid that's going on. I'm dead. How do I get over this? Is this... Oh, there was a turbo tank. Yeah, that's right. Because that makes sense. Turbo tank! It's turbo time. I think it would go faster, but that little thing is in between the wheels, so it's only going at a moderate speed. But I would really love if Little Big Planet were like a 3D platformer, because you can do 3D stuff in Little Big Planet 3. Holy shit, that fires electric rocket-powered missiles. Like missiles with rockets on them. I would really like a 3D Little Big Planet creation game, you know. At that point, you're steps away from making your own 3D game, which is really, really cool for people who aren't looking to get into the programming side, really. Navy SEALs. I also just think that, I mean, I know Media Molecule's doing other stuff now. They're working on, they made Tearaway, and then Tearaway Unfolded, which is like a PS4 re-release, I think. And then they made something else, but effectively I think it's a game like Tearaway and Little Big Planet again. And not to say that their games are all the same, but they sure do like the concept of freedom of creation and expression. That never seems to go old. And good for them, you know, they do a wonderful job. But I know when they branched away from Little Big Planet, and they're like, we want to make something different, and then they just made, you know, what felt like Little Big Planet, just in a different way. This is cool. Infiltrating like a ship or something. It's not amazingly well made, but it's still pretty neat. Closing the breach door. Wonderful breach door you got there. It just flops around, huh? This is the captain. Our sensors are reading the breach door was secured. I am sending a few down to see what's going on. Captain out. Hey, Bob. Yeah? We got any of those mini hot dogs left? The pinnacle of humor. Creative wit. Now I am hiding. Stealth. Stealth and excitement. What even is this? If I kill the cook, the men will know something is up. So I better not. That floor tile looks faulty. I bet I could just jump over all this crap. Look at that. I can. There's some neat things in here. And I think this is still Little Big Planet 1. Like, I can actually get in that cardboard box, but I never made it, like, required. I didn't know how to do that at the time, I guess. So the levels just kind of didn't come out too great. Neat stuff though. Especially the more and more I learned about it, I had a lot more fun. Damn it, did I lose my gun? Are you kidding me? Maybe I could just jump over this. It almost looks like I can. I'm not supposed to, but I might be able to just get around it. Come on. Come on. Yeah! What the fuck? Oh, was I not supposed to go out the bottom? Maybe it's once I hit that breach door, it like makes the water come back in. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Alright, well that was pretty much the end of that level anyway. This one is actually a pretty fun level. I put not very good, but I enjoyed it. It was a decent level. First, like one of my first LittleBigPlanet 2 levels, I think. Might have been the first. So, starting with Infiltrate, and then going to LittleBigPlanet 2, and it's this instead, which is a pretty decent upgrade from what I started with. I was a soldier in the war. We were losing. These are screenshots I took from the small Morrow map. This is another one of my first levels in LittleBigPlanet 1. And I tied that into the first level I made in LittleBigPlanet 2. That's funny. Some silly fun stuff. Now I'm taking these fuckers down. You start out in a cave with all cool cave paintings and stuff. And you bust out and let's do it. Mission started. I don't know what this is supposed to be right here, but you get around the waterfall. Wait a second. I'm sure I made an improved version of this. I'm almost positive, because I thought I added water droplets there. Well, anyway, this is the version I published, so this is the one I'll show you. And this thing actually shoots invisible blocks. It's not supposed to, I don't think. It's supposed to shoot water to break through walls. I really love what I did with the lighting in this level. I think it came out really, really nice, really cool looking. Here we go, and then we ride a boat. And we run away from a shark. That's what soldiers and their revenge is all about. Because I think what I loved about this level so much is it was just such a big upgrade from everything I had done in LittleBigPlanet 1. And yeah, no crap, it's done in LittleBigPlanet 2, but it just shows what I had learned and what I could do with the new tools I was given. And that made me really happy. I just had fun with it. Look at that. I make use of the physics in the game. And of course I loved the grappling hook. It was just so much fun. So you can be a bit finicky. Gotta get good with it. Now on the top of a waterfall. Let us help this woman up before she falls. Madam. Apparently this isn't working. Oh, and she's dead. Alright. There's too many to take head on. Let's go into the trees. They're in the trees, man! this was a zip line. And sneak attack! Snap his neck. That's what Snake would do. There we go. And then we get on the helicopter. And we are all set for takeoff. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. And I think I wanted to make a second part to this, but I also never got around to it. I do that a lot. Would-be second parts. That's this thing here with the red door. Rather the gray door and the red light. Yeah. That's it. I think that's all the levels I've made. Yeah. I don't know if there are any unpublished ones in LittleBigPlanet 1, but I can't see those from LittleBigPlanet 2, unfortunately. That would be really, really old school, seeing those. I don't even know if I remember any. That's it. Maybe I should try that. Maybe that would be a neat thing, because I don't know when I'm ever going to take a look at LittleBigPlanet 1 again. So you know what? Again, I'm going to save the Twin Snakes for its own video, because I think it's so well made it could deserve its own video. But I'm going to switch to LittleBigPlanet 1. And we're going to see what levels, if any, I still have.